evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6 p.m. on the 25th of June. We're going to begin the Planning Commission meeting tonight. We've all had an opportunity. We do have a quorum present with Signora Jackson and Travis Parr not available. So for the minutes from the regular meeting from May 28th, have we all had an opportunity to review those? Okay. Any changes need to be made? Please state so. If not, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the minutes as published.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
And let the record show that Glenda Brown made a motion to approve and Valerie Walhart seconded. No other items for discussion. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion passes. Thank you. So the first item of business is public hearing for variance 2024-003. It's for 205 Rogue Road, also known as tax parcel NS07C002. Requesting a variance to allow a swimming pool in the side yard. And Ashley, if you would introduce this for us, please.
Absolutely. So the applicant has requested a variance that would allow a pool to be located on the side of the property due to the layout and size of their lot. The applicant stated that due to the alley located in the rear of the property, there is inadequate space to put a pool, and you guys can see that in your aerial maps included in your packet and on the presentation. The UDC states that swimming pools must be placed in the rear yard and they have to meet a setback of 10 feet from the rear property line and 12 feet from the side property line. And as you can see from the aerials in your packet, there are other properties within the area that do have pools located in their side yard along this along Alcova, kind of fenced in anyways. There has been no variance given for this since the adoption of the UDC, so it's pretty standard across different jurisdictions to require that pools be placed in the rear yard. But with double frontage lots like this, sometimes that can get a little bit tricky when you have alleyways and stuff like that. The applicant would need to ensure that, if approved, the swimming pool would not be located on a water or sewer main. Gas lines are located on the other side of the property, and there appear to be no other infrastructure or storm drainage concerns regarding the proposal. And just to bring your attention to some of the things in the staff analysis section, under section B of the staff analysis special conditions, there do appear to be special conditions for this property due to the layout and the size of the lot. And again, I mentioned that it is a kind of a double frontage lot within a subdivision, so there are kind of some special conditions with the layout of the lot. And these special conditions don't appear to be by any action of the applicant. It was just the way the property was developed. And then under section C, literal interpretation of the provisions outlined within the UDC would deprive the applicant of rights commonly enjoyed by the other property owners within the same zoning district due to inadequate space in the rear of the property. And as I pointed out in the aerials, you can see their neighbor has the same exact situation happening with the pool. Another thing that we really want to focus on is special privilege. And when it comes to variance, and this would not confer special privilege on the applicant, as there are other properties currently located within the area and within the same neighborhood that do have pools and accessory structures located in the side portion of their yards because of the way that the development was laid out. So staff recommends approval of the request for a variance from section 3.7.9.c of the city's Unified Development Code to allow for a swimming pool to be located on the side of the property.
Thank you, Ashley. So the ordinance requires that pools have to be in the rear yard, but what happens when you don't have a rear yard, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Any questions of Ashley by the Planning Commission? If not, we'll open the public hearing. Ms. Parr?
Yes.
I'm gonna save myself the breath and your ears. I'm not gonna read the rules of the public hearing. You've got a total of 10 minutes. Should you decide you want to take all 10 minutes, go right ahead. If you want to reserve some time for rebuttal, I think you got a room full of folks that'd like to speak on opposition, so go
Thank you
ahead.
for your time. I'm Christy Parr, owner of this property along with my husband. Basically everything what Miss Ashley said is the fact. We are in compliance with the setback requirements. We are fenced. We are in the process of, the fenced area is, some of it's kind of dilapidated a little bit, but by the time the pool, if approved by the board and the other board, is approved, the fencing would be up to par, per se. Other than that,
Yeah.
there's no other, unless the board has specific questions that you have, I will be glad to answer.
Seems pretty simple. Is your pool contractor ready to begin? Okay. Any questions of the applicant?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, at this time, since we don't have any questions of you, Ms. Parr, we'll go ahead and open and close the public hearing. Let the record show that, we do have members of the public, but I don't believe anybody signed up to speak either for or against, so the public hearing is closed. Pretty simple. I think I heard Valerie say that she was in support of this, if she could swim there, so,
As long
yeah.
as we can have season passes.
So is there a motion on the table for this request?
I'll motion to approve the request.
So we have a motion to approve and a second. All those in favor signify by raising your hand. Motion passes unanimous. Congratulations, Ms. Park. We're just a recommending body. City council's tough, so good luck.
I'm digging the hole.
Yeah, probably so.
Gotta get a permit first.
He's just locating the utilities, that's all. We don't show any unfinished business. We don't show any new business. Our meeting for July is null and void since we don't have business in July. Thank you. Anything else that we need to discuss, Ashley?
I don't have anything unless you guys do.
No, ma'am. All those in favor of adjourning, please raise your hand. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful July.